too.
R2 has arrived at Space Center Houston. I'm assuming that you've landed?
I have indeed. I'm not very far behind him. I'm making my way to the Space Center now.
Excellent. Well, he's certainly entertaining the guests that are here today, and we look forward to seeing you upon your arrival. I'm going to step out and see if I can look for Obi Shawn.
That's him.
Oh, here he comes. Obi Shawn.
Thank you, sir. Hello there. I'm sorry I've been so detained. I understand how important a day this is, and I certainly don't want to be too late for something as important as a Jedi training session. Hello there. I'm very, very pleased to see so many lightsabers here in the audience. Can I have everybody show me who's on, who's got their sabers? Oh, tremendous. Wow, there's quite a variety here. Now, of course, part of the Jedi trials are to build your own lightsaber. It looks like a lot of you have the sort of standard training sabers, which is a good start, and it'll be exactly for what we need here today. But eventually, you will be called upon to build your own lightsaber. So there's all sorts of things you will need to learn. Now, a lightsaber is a very basic weapon. It's a little more civilized than a blaster, and not quite as clumsy or as random. You have a bit of control over it, but you have to learn how to use it, of course. Now, the technology of a lightsaber is very consistent, regardless of what the handle looks like, whether you have something like Mace Windu's, which is, you know, super fancy and shiny, or you have Count Dooku's, which is bent in a fencing style. Your lightsaber has basic components. So taking mine as an example, you have a power pack. The power pack goes through a control box here, which is your activation switch. You then have a focusing agent that sends it through a crystal, and it comes out the emitter in the end. Now, lightsabers, of course, have different colors, and you know which portion of the lightsaber creates the different colors? Exactly. I hear a crystal, and that's exactly it. Now, I am noticing out here, amidst all the lightsabers, that there are a really disturbing number of red lightsabers. I'm sure you all understand my concern when pretty much everyone who's ever had a red lightsaber has been a Sith Lord. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows today that we are not going to deal with the dark side. How are you doing over here, R2? Looks like he's doing pretty good. He looks like he probably wants to head out. Are you going to go complete the rest of our mission? That sounds like a yes. All right, if everyone will say goodbye to R2. He's going to head out, and I think he's going to prepare our Jedi training arena out back, which unfortunately is out in the sun. Now, I've been on a lot of very warm planets. Tatooine, in fact, has 2 suns, but somebody told me that it's about 114 degrees today, so we'll try to make the outside portion a little brief, and assuming, of course, that you all do very, very well, we'll return back here to get your certificates, to issue the Jedi Oath, and also to allow you to take pictures with some of the other attending ambassadors from Star Wars. Now, I know that that you guys are just now making your first steps into space travel. You've been working on it for a few years, and you've got probes going fairly deep into space at this point, and your telescopes are amazing. You can certainly look a lot farther than you can travel right now. But as far as lightsabers go, you're getting very sort of baby steps in terms of creating lightsabers. So you don't actually have lightsabers here on your planet yet, is this correct? Okay. Now, you do have technology that's starting to get there. Can anybody think of anything that might be very similar to a lightsaber, understanding that it cuts, it has a very bright light, etc. and so on? Do you have anything like that? I've heard lasers. Now, there's one laser that I'm thinking of that is actually very much like a lightsaber. And unfortunately, you need equipment about the size of a small room to power it. You don't have anything quite as compact yet as this. But the surgical lasers that are currently being used right now are amazing. And they do almost exactly what a lightsaber does, which is primarily seems to be cut flesh, which if you watch the Star Wars films, everybody seems to lose a hand whenever these things come out. So, which is why we're using practice sabers today. Some of the folks that I know who maintain the astromech droids like R2-D2 actually pointed out that plasma torches are very much that way. And you have computer-controlled cutting tables that will actually cut steel with a plasma blade. And that's pretty amazing too. So you guys might get there eventually. But for now, we'll have to use the training ones, and we'll keep working.